Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Dodie released her EP a little while ago now, and I know I'm a little bit behind, but I wanted to give my full review on it, tell you my favourite songs, and just let you know what I think of it. I've been a fan of Dodie for a really long time actually, I think for a few years. She's such an inspiration to me, and if you know me in real life, God, this hair is just getting in my way constantly and it's really pissing me off. You'll know that Dodie has always been a bit of an inspiration to me. I got a tattoo that was inspired by both Emma Blackery and Dodie. I have this tattoo here. Everybody knows that she's got something about La La Land on her arm and something, a little bit of madness is key or something like that. Mine's very, very similar. She definitely inspired the style of this tattoo quite a lot. This style of tattoo is really in at the moment. And I'm not going to lie when I say that she inspired mine, because she totally did. The way that she talks about mental health on her channel has always been a huge inspiration to me. She's always talking about her depersonalisation, her derealisation, her, her mental health problems, and to the point where in the past she's had to apologise because she thinks that she's gone too far and stuff like that, and that's definitely something that I can relate to, and it's definitely why I've kind of pulled back from doing that a little bit on my channel, because it does actually affect you in real life when you're sharing that much online, and you wouldn't really expect it. It definitely gave me the confidence to talk about my own mental health struggles on my channel, because I was watching her and I thought, well, her videos help people, and when I'm watching hers I feel like I can relate, and I feel like she is a real person because she's being so real and not putting on this pretense of being perfect and this amazing influencer that has no issues and, oh, look at me, I'm such a role model. She's more like down to earth, and she just tells you how it is, and even her darkest thoughts she'll share with you, even if she does have to apologise for them later. And that's definitely something I've done on my channel a lot. I've spoken about my depression, my anxiety, bullying, I've spoken about a lot of things, and you can find all of these old videos on my channel somewhere. I'm sure a few I've privated because sometimes you look back on things and regret oversharing, but to be honest, she's just always been an inspiration to me in that regard, because it is a very vulnerable thing to share your stuff online, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. A lot of people assume that it's an attention-seeking thing and all of this, but sharing your thoughts is really helpful. Perhaps you should go to a therapist or whatever, but for me personally, when I make a video about something, it tends to get better afterwards, I think, just because I've got it off of my chest, and at the same time I'll be receiving messages from people on Instagram or Twitter or on here from people that have seen my video and are struggling with the same thing, and they'll be like, thank you so much, it's helped me feel less alone. And if I can help even one person by sharing my stuff, it sounds cheesy as hell, but I will, and Dodie has been a huge inspiration for me in that regard. One of the main things that attracted me to her, she has two channels. She has Doddlevloggle and Doddlevloggle. Very hard to say together. I watch both channels religiously. Doddlevloggle is more, just mainly her music. I'm pretty sure it is just her music that she posts on there. You should seriously check her out. Dodie is bisexual, and she's very open about speaking about it, so she's very LGBTQA plus friendly. I know some people get mad when I miss letters out. She's so open about everything. She just inspires me greatly. Her aesthetic is amazing. I think she's incredible. Obviously you can see I've got a huge love of yellow. Probably down the line she probably influenced that. I'm not going to lie about that either, she most likely did. My love of Hufflepuff and Dodie probably made me more drawn to the colour. I just think that you should definitely go check her out. If you're into very mild, calming, real music, I would check her out. She's incredibly talented, and I really hope that she releases a full album soon, because she's been releasing EPs for years, and I'm really, really excited to see what she could do if she made an entire album. But she's different from most YouTubers that make music, because she releases the songs first on her channel. Like, for instance, there's a song called She on the EP that she wrote literally years ago, and you can find the old video of it, and she put it up on her channel to share. And then she just reworks it and remasters it and puts it into an EP later down the line. And I think that's where the majority of her EPs come from, is from the videos that she's posted online. And so it would be interesting if she wrote new music but didn't share it with us until the album came out. But that's what makes her so unique, is that she writes music, shares it with us, and then we get to hear the remastered version. It's like you get to join her on the process of writing it, tweaking it a little bit, you know, you get to see the process of it getting to EP point, and I think that's really interesting, and her fans still buy the EP regardless of the fact that they've got older versions of the songs on YouTube, and I think that shows a loyal dedication more than any other YouTuber's audience, if you know what I mean. And that's what makes Dodie so special, is that she shares every step of the process of writing her songs and perfecting them to the point of being able to sell it at a higher production value, if you know what I mean. I'm totally rambling here, so we're just going to get straight into reviewing the EP. The first song is called Arms Unfolding. This one is really interesting because basically what she did was, for I think it was 9 months or something like that, Dodie hid like hidden sung words in each of her videos. So she'd be talking normally, but she'd like somehow managed to slip in a sung word. You combine all the sung words together and it makes a song. So she's been doing that secretly for however long. I thought it was really impressive. I've never known anyone to try something like that. I did notice in a few of her videos that she was a bit singy in some of her bits, but I was like, maybe that's just her normal voice. Maybe she's just becoming such a good artist that it's flowing into her, like the way she talks. I didn't really think much of it. I just thought that's who she was. I thought it was like a Dodie quirk, like she'll be talking and then she'll just sing something. I thought it was just a quirk of hers, and I kind of thought it was cute. It turns out it was all massively planned to create a song called Arms Unfolding, and it's really interesting to listen to it all together on the album. You can kind of tell that it's been like all edited together because of the way it's sung, but it was so geniusly done and something that you've never really seen before on YouTube that I'm aware of. I was just super impressed, and I will leave a link to the video down below of where she reveals this and where she shows. I don't think I explained it quite properly. I just think that was an incredible way to go about doing an opening track for the EP, and I don't know, I just thought it was really unique, and if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure this is a song that no one had heard before. So if anyone was a genius and figured that out before she even announced it, well done, but I'm pretty sure no one did. The overall song is really great. I can listen to it over and over again when I'm at work putting stock out on a night shift. I will have her album on repeat, and sometimes I accidentally have songs on repeat, and I remember this was on repeat for the longest time and I just didn't get bored of it. Sorry, my Snapchat is going off. It's one of those songs you can play over and over again. It's just such a relaxing, calming song, and I definitely recommend that you check it out. This next one is called Monster, and this is by far my favourite on the album, at least for now. If you want to watch the music video, again, if I remember, Rebecca, please remember and don't be lazy, I will put a link to the Monster music video down below. It features Daniel J. Layton, who I've actually interacted with on YouTube before. We had a huge discussion on one of his videos, and I thought that was so great that he was acknowledging me. I didn't think he would ever reply to me or go out of his way to have an actual discussion with me, but he did, and he's one of my favourite creators too. And when I first watched the video, I genuinely thought Daniel was Dodie, and my sisters said the same thing when they first watched it. They were like, God, Dodie looks so a little bit different here, like, until Dodie came up as a cameo and they were like, wait, what? And I have noticed they really do look like each other, like they look almost related in some ways. I never really spotted it before that video, but the way that the video was directed and executed was really well done. At first I was a bit like, I don't know, at first I was a bit wary of it. It was just such a weird concept for a video, but that's the best thing about Dodie's videos, is that you never know what to expect. It's never just Dodie singing in front of like a green screen of multiple colours and having dancers or whatever. It's always a concept, a storyline to follow. There's always a twist ending. It's always a little bit weird and out there, and that's what I love about her music videos the most, because you never know what to expect. I have yet to find a Dodie music video that's just like standard, plain and boring like any other video. She always comes up with, or her friends who help her with them, always come up with such unique, original, creative ideas, and I really miss that in music videos. I think all music videos should be creative and have proper meaning in them, and if I could have it my way, even the simplest of songs would have extravagant music videos that genuinely make you want to watch them, because most music videos you never have to look at and you never have to watch, but with hers I always have to go out of my way to see it, because the music video industry I feel like is dying a little bit, because everyone just kind of listens to music these days. At least I do. I don't really watch a lot of TV, so I don't see a lot of music videos unless I'm specifically looking for them. But with Dodie's, I don't know, I just always have to go out of my way to see what she's created. Tell me again about how it hurts. Get out of my room. Smile wiped clean. I'm guessing that I've grown horns. I guess I'm human no more. So maybe I'll talk to you. I love this song because it's just so relatable to me. The whole idea of being a monster in someone else's eyes, especially someone's eyes who used to like you, and I cannot tell you how many friends I've lost in the last year just by trying to put myself first and by standing up for myself when my feelings have been hurt and they've tried to put it on me and tried to use my mental illness as some kind of, oh babes, it's just your anxiety, like, and they won't apologise. They just cannot see that even if they did not mean harm, they created harm for me. I've lost a lot of friends through just trying to better myself, which I think shows a lot about people in general. Then I will twist into a monster in their eyes. They will start spreading stuff about me. I know that every time I walk into my old workplace, I get filthy looks. I can hear people gossiping about me. I've been told by family members and people, just friends outside of Primark, when they go in there, that they can hear them bitching about me constantly, which is kind of sad. I mean, move on with your life. I'm not even working there anymore. Primark was always a place that I found to be my home, and all of a sudden, because of one person I used to be friends with, now I'm a monster in most people's eyes that still work there, simply because they're believing the lies and the hate or whatever it is that she's spreading about me that most likely isn't true. I think it's important to acknowledge that people that once were there for you and knew personal things about you and pretended that they cared for you will sometimes, their vision of you will become warped and you'll become a monster in their eyes, and there's not really much you can do about it, and you kind of just have to own it, because anyone that knew you that well and then can kind of think of you in that way clearly didn't know you that well at all. And if they're going to spread rumours about you that aren't true and other people are going to believe it, and they're going to use some truth to make the lie sound more truthful, that's on them. Like, not everybody in life is going to like you, and that's something I've been struggling with. Yeah, this song just really related to me in that way. I'm getting so out of breath because I'm anxious talking about it. I know that there's plenty of people out there now that don't like me, but it's not because I'm a bad person, it's because one person has a warped view of me because I stood up for myself in quite an aggressive way, which is something that I never used to do. I used to be a pushover, and if that's what I gotta do to be a better person, that's what I'll do. This song just really brings out that message for me, like someone having a warped view of you, and there's not really much you can do about it. You just have to keep living your life and going on. So yeah, Monster by Dodie, I just love it so much. It's so catchy. The music video is incredible. Please do check it out. If there's one song you're going to check out on this EP, it should be the title track, Monster. The next track is called Not What I Meant, and it's featuring Lewis Watson. Not gonna lie, I'm not too sure who Lewis Watson is, but I'm gonna play a bit of this song for you.
Your mind's already been made up. You saw my number and my number wasn't good enough. I'll write a little better.
You see what I mean by Dodie's music is so calming, relaxing, and just slow-paced. You definitely have to be in a certain mind frame to listen to it, I'm not gonna lie. I just like the simplicity of it. Like, she doesn't overproduce, she doesn't overly do backing vocals, she doesn't overly do the instruments or anything like that. Like, it can be as simple as just having the strum of a guitar for the majority of the song, and it's still an incredible song. Like, even though she starts with the original on YouTube and she'll only use like a ukulele and some backing vocals from herself, like a hum or something like in the background, she won't overly do it when she brings it to the studio version. She'll keep that rawness of the original, and that's what I like so much, is that she stays true to the way that she does it, like on her YouTube channel by herself. She doesn't let her songs become overproduced simply because she's taken it to a studio. She will still keep that Dodie aspect to it, that feeling of, oh, this is a girl that's written this in her bedroom on her own, and it keeps the raw passion to the song, if you know what I mean. This next one Dodie put out on her YouTube channel a while ago, and the music video is really creative again. It is called Human, featuring Tom Walker. The music video, again, I will leave a link in the description. Just go check out Dodie in general, Doddlevloggle, Vivo. I'm pretty sure all Vivos are like intertwined with main channels now, I could be wrong, but just go check it out. The music video, again, is very out there, very different to anything else. It's got a concept, it's very interesting to watch. I will always look up the music video rather than listening to it as part of the EP. Sorry Dodie, but I just always will, because the music video makes the song more to me, if you know what I mean. Like, it really completes the song as a whole. You can interpret it in many ways, and I love reading the comments because there's never one way to interpret her music video, and it might not always be the most obvious thing that you're interpreting. Why is she calling me? Hey, I'm trying to film. It's not always the most obvious interpretation from the music video, and that's what I love so much about it. And Dodie will never clarify, that I know of, what the exact meaning is of a song, and that's what I love, because art should always be up to interpretation, and it should always be what it means to you. The music video is where she's like painting this guy and trying to make the perfect mannequin version of a perfect boyfriend, and in the end turns out she can't do that, and because she's created him to be perfect in her own vision, he turns out to be, well, she can't really fall in love with him. My interpretation is just, she's constantly trying to put this ideal image on guys, like trying to make them out to be perfect, ignoring their flaws, being like, they are perfect, they can get past this, blah blah blah, trying to change them, trying to stay in love with them despite all of their flaws and stuff, but in the end she just can't do it, and so she moves on and repeats the pattern almost insanely, and just continues trying to go through guys, making them this ideal romantic boyfriend that we all want. Let me know in the comments down below what your interpretation is, but I love this song because it's one of her slower songs, and usually I'm not really into the slower ones, but this one always gets to me. I don't know, I really like it.
I wanna pick you up and scoop you out. Paint me in trust, I'll be your best friend, call me the one. This night just can't end. Unzip your skin and let me have a seat. Paint me in trust, I'll be your best friend, call me the one. This night just can't end.
I just love that song, and the addition of Tom Walker was amazing. Somehow Dodie's voice always manages to go well with whoever she sings with. I don't know how she does that, because usually there's a clash when artists try to collaborate with some singers and their voices won't mix well together, but she always seems to go well with other people. The song is just so emotional and so raw. I don't know how to review her album really without telling you just it's amazing and you should go and listen to it. Dodie has a style that is unlike anything else out there in the music industry, and I just think that you should check it out if you don't know of her. I was talking to someone about Dodie the other day and it shook me that they didn't know who she was. I was like, oh yeah, I think it was my friend actually from work. She was like, who's that? And I was like, Dodie, and she was like, who? And that just shook me to the core. I was like, there are people out there that don't know Dodie. I need to start doing what I did with Emma Blackery with Dodie and start like shoving her onto my friends, because I really do think that she's talented, and she might not be everybody's cup of tea. She's definitely very mellow and just more sad music and more artsy, and that's not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, I absolutely love it. This next song is called She wrote this I don't know why I just laughed at that, on her YouTube channel many years ago, I remember. This was the first kind of bisexual song she wrote. I really love this song. I don't know, I just think just because I personally identify as being straight doesn't mean that I can't love this song, and I think if any of you out there are having doubts about your sexuality or aren't really sure who you are, maybe listen to this. Even if you just want to listen to a bop, just listen to this. I think just because, you know, I'm listening to this song, so people can make jokes like, oh, why are you listening to that? You gay? It's like, I can still enjoy it, and I can still enjoy what the song stands for, and I imagine this was a hard song for her to share if she was closeted. I have no idea actually the history of before she shared this video. I don't know if she was out on YouTube or not, or how she felt about it, but regardless, I think it was brave of her to write a song like this and share it on YouTube long before you know, everyone was widely accepted. I feel like most of the time these days you don't even need coming out videos, because I feel like for the most part society is more accepting. We're not entirely there yet, but I do think at the time that she released this it might have been a little bit harder for her. It's such a sweet little song, and I think a lot of you would be able to relate to it. So if you identify as bisexual, gay, just even if you identify as straight, just listen to this. If you have any doubts about your sexuality, I think this is a great song to listen to.
She smells like lemongrass and sleep. She tastes like apple juice and bleach. Oh, you would find her in a Polaroid picture, and she means everything to me.
If you're gonna look at any of her older songs, I would definitely recommend She. I don't really know what else to say about this song other than it's definitely one that I'm really glad that she's put on the P, because people have been asking her for a really long time to make a studio version of this song, and I never thought that she actually would. I always just thought that was a song that she'd just left in the past. So when I saw She on the EP lineup, I was like, oh damn, finally! I have wanted to see a studio version of this for so long, so I was so happy and excited when I saw it on the list. I'm not disappointed. It's one of the ones that I have on repeat constantly. I don't care if other people can hear me listening to it. People can think what they think. Maybe go check out the original. I'll leave a link down in the description. I'm making so much hard work for myself. The second to last song on the album is called If I'm Being Honest. There is a live version on YouTube that, again, I will link down in the description below. This is a very good song as well. I don't think I'm going to talk too much about this one, but I'll just give you a little preview.
I was told this is where I would start loving myself, to be beneficial for mental health.
I'm not going to say much about that one, but it's a really good song and you should definitely check it out. You heard her say something about mental health. It's one of these songs that I really do recommend you check out of hers. Especially check out the live version, because that was really good, and it just shows that her vocals don't change over performing live or through video or anything like that. She doesn't do a lot of altering to her voice, which I really like about her, because a lot of artists will alter their voice, but she's one of these artists where her voice is just what you get. Last song is called Burned Out on her album, and this one she wrote about social media and the way she was feeling and what having a huge influence was like. It's something she says she'll never talk about, which is one of the lyrics in the song, which I can respect. It's a really raw song and you can kind of interpret it in your own way. You can interpret it in many different ways, which is what I like the most about it, and she's never spoke about it, so it doesn't have a specific meaning. It's just what you kind of take from it and take from the lyrics, and from the lyrics what I can take is that being in the spotlight for too long kind of got to her a little bit and took her to a dark place. I don't know the full extent of it, obviously, because I'm not her, but the song really touched me on an emotional level and I really like listening to it.
In her sight, dreams and ideas should not be the same thing. You waited smiling for this. To be careful, be cautious, but you just wished harder. You waited smiling for this. Oh, they love you. Oh, you can feel how they love you. Coated out warm, but that's all they can do. Words only get through if they're sure.
I do respect that she just put it into a creative song and left it behind, and only she knows what it's truly about, and I think that's great. So you should definitely check it out, because you can interpret it in many ways and it can mean what you want it to mean to yourself, and that's what I love the most about her songs. If you enjoyed this video, you can like, comment and subscribe. I make new videos every single week, or at least I try to. Dodie, if you're watching this, hello. I always say that and I never think they actually will, and then when they comment I completely fangirl and I'm so shocked. So if she actually did ever watch this, I cannot tell you how I would feel. It's so weird when I think about a YouTuber watching my videos. I'm like, what the hell? How did you find my channel? It's so small. Hi. You really inspire me in everyday life, in my YouTube video making. I'm not as creative as you and I can't really sing, but I wish I could be you. I wish I was as talented as you. I wish I could sing and put my problems into songs in a creative way, but I guess I do it in a different way with my videos, and you definitely inspire me in that way and make me not afraid to show who I really am on camera. I'm a very shy person in real life in most ways, and in most situations, and so I use my YouTube as an outlet to be who I actually want to be. You inspired me a lot to start my channel, to be honest. A lot of YouTubers did, but definitely you the most, I think, because you just remind me of myself in many ways. That sounds so weird, but you do, and I guess that's why you're so relatable and popular, because you just do remind me of myself. I don't know, that's really weird to say or whatever, but keep making music. I can't wait to see your album. I hope you really make one soon. I know you've only just put Monster EP out, so you're probably sat there like, bitch please, I just worked hard on this. And I hope that you release an album soon so that I can enjoy that to its fullest. I will be promoting you to my friends from now on, because that's something I've kind of forgotten to do. But anyway, if you like this video, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!